What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle Sonor, educator, salon owner, and stylist. Dun dun! Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. Alright, you guys, so today I'm coming to you guys with the 7 mistakes I made. There's more than 7 mistakes I made opening my salon. I thought this would be a super fun video to do. It's actually a question that I get asked all the time. Like, what would you do differently? What did you learn? Yada, yada, yada. So I'm gonna break it down. And I'm also gonna keep it real. I got my laptop right here, you guys, because I just wanna make sure I cover everything that you guys wanna hear. So the first thing is thinking that the salon would open on time. Everybody that you talk to, they're like, oh no, it's gonna take longer than you think. And I'm like a warrior, I got this. It is gonna open when I say it opens. Yeah, no. The contractors are on their own time. The city, the village, whatever you're getting your permits from are totally on their own time. Products get delayed. Just you name it, it's gonna happen, okay? So if you're planning on opening in October, don't plan on opening until January. That's what happened to me, okay? So that's the first mistake that I made. And within that as well, I feel like rushing the process was really something that I did as well. I kind of had to, but if I could go back and do it again, I would enjoy that process a lot more. I wouldn't rush the process. All right, guys. The second one is thinking I could stick to my budget, okay? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna spend only this much and I'm gonna get all the best deals. Yeah, no, you're not, okay? And also too, if you want the countertop, like get the countertop, okay? My contractor, of course, they quote like the cheapest stuff in all of their things, and then I go to the store and I want the most expensive countertop that was ever there. And so yeah, it is what it is, and I did not stick to my budget, but at the end of the day, I knew I was gonna be able to make that back, and here we are. All right, on the topic of a contractor, you guys, the third mistake that I made, well, it was good because I did hire a contractor. I would highly, highly, highly recommend hiring a contractor, but I did not hire the right contractor. When I was initially looking for contractors, one of the factors that was important to me was it being affordable. And I was like, you know, I mean, I'm always about paying for quality, but it wasn't like it was that much cheaper than the other ones. But I think what you want to look at, you guys, is not if you like that person as a person, but if you like that person as a manager. Because essentially what your contractor is doing is they are managing your project. So if they cannot manage, push, lead, and be assertive and kind of aggressive to get the job done, not a good contractor, okay? All right, the fourth thing, you guys, almost killed me. The fourth thing was working 5 to 6 days behind the chair while I was opening the salon. That was stupid, okay? Like straight up, don't do it. I encourage you guys to set a better schedule than I did. The issue that I had was I was at max capacity, and which is why I was pushing the salon so quickly. But I should have really focused on my health and sanity a little bit more than worrying about, dear God, can I get this client in, you know, tomorrow? So definitely focusing on having a better schedule. I would knock out at least 2 days behind the chair and spend that specifically on your opening, because I would be here at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I would go there and then here and there and there and back here until midnight, and it was crazy. So don't do that to yourself, okay? All right, the next thing was number 5 is not giving it 100% attention. So what I would suggest is focusing on one thing. Britt's laughing behind the camera right now because she knows that during this time, I decided to sell my house and move and do all of these extra things that were just, where did I go? Arizona to teach, all of these things, which I don't regret. But during that time, I'm happy I sold my house, but it was crazy. Like just not being able to give it 100% of my attention was so stressful. And I'm pretty sure people saw like a side of me that they never have seen before. So that was that. So Britt's laughing. I handled some business on the phone a couple times, you guys. So the next thing is to don't sweat the small stuff. During this process, like while you're doing it, you're constantly handing out these massive checks, right? Like money that you never even thought that you would ever hand out. And I would get so like, towards the end of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've already spent all this money. Like, should I get this pot? Should I get this countertop? Like, you know, at the end of the day, like, if it's gonna cost you a couple $100 more to get the nice countertops that you wanted, it's a couple $100, you guys. You can make that money back. And so one thing that kind of got in my head a little bit towards like the middle to the end was like, oh my God, I'm spending so much money. And at the time, you're not bringing in the money, okay? Like, yes, I'm doing my hair behind the chair, but you don't have other stylists. So what you have to remember is that you have to invest in your business and eventually you will get it back out if you're willing to put in the work. So number 7 is listen up, you guys, okay? If you are opening a salon, listen up. I get this question all the time. And one of the things that I would stress about was being fully prepared and like the most perfect salon owner ever. Like every handbook has to be in place and every little thing has to be perfect, okay? So I wanna talk to you guys about that because it can be very stressful going into the situation where you now are responsible for all of these other humans' lives. And I was so worked up about, oh my gosh, do I have this all set perfect? Is my front desk system perfect? You don't know if it's perfect until you do it. So the main important thing that you have to set yourself up for is that 1, you're not perfect. 2, it's not going to be perfect. And 3, as long as you are willing to adapt and correct and be willing to take a responsibility for the things that fail, you will be okay, okay? So listen up to that one, you guys. 7 mistakes that I made opening my salon.